Bigotry and racism have won, asserts berries and cream. And hey, you know what, I am inclined to agree with berries and cream here, although we are going to have to redefine some of the words used, as after reading the rest of this post on the Unknown 9 Awakening Steam forums, I feel fairly confident that I can venture a relatively accurate guess as to his political persuasion, and thus also the actual meaning of words like bigotry and racism. But there is a deeper and wider conversation to be had here, because he is absolutely correct in that the left has lost its cultural dominance, largely due to its own excesses and overreach. The left, which had every single one of the levers of political power, both official, unofficial, social, corporate, etc., have managed to squander this unbelievable authority in a mere decade. An achievement rarely seen in human history, frankly. But this now means they are going to need to shift focus. It is no longer about, pulling upon the levers of power. Now it is about trying to secure what ground they have already gained, which is why this also popped up on Reddit and Twitter over the weekend. Let's help and save humanity by making these points normal. Play and enjoy video games only for the great game mechanics and story, and not to notice character design and race. Play the video game, Shud. Don't notice that all of the women look like men. Don't notice the Black Vikings. Step 3. Don't make your entire life and personality about politics. That is particularly rich coming from the political persuasion that coined the phrase, everything is political, isn't it? As this is about going, oh no, we were never about making it political, you're making it political, oh you chuds, you're the ones ruining everything. In essence, they're trying to gaslight you for defending yourself. But there are some arguments to be made on the that side as well. So Unknown 9 Awakening, right? This is a video game that came out and became a rather large target, with a lot of people celebrating its failure, as, well, it absolutely did fail. Apparently because Sweet Baby Inc. CEO Kim Belair's Unknown 9 Awakening peaks at just 285 players. So the assertion here is that Kim Belair, which is one of the co-founders of Sweet Baby Inc., was directly responsible for this product in some way. I've seen the assertion that apparently she was some sort of a creator on the original, which is this here, Unknown 9 Archives, which is a comic. I've been unable to find any confirmation on that, as here we see John Nay Reba credited as the writer, Jay Lee, John G. Rochelle, and Jun Chung here. But there is definitely a connection of some sort. Unknown 9 here. So this is made by Reflector Entertainment. They're the ones who created this, and also who created eventually the comic, as you can see down here. And in the entry credits we have David Bedard and Kim Belair, which are both of the founders of Sweet Baby Inc. So there is absolutely some sort of a connection. But here then begins the gaslighting. I hope you're all happy. All the hate and racism have destroyed the hopes and dreams of a small developer who just wanted to share a great story and adventure. Aw, tragic. You did this, don't forget it. All the bandwagoning and this SBI hate for what? This game did nothing wrong. Okay. There is an interesting assertion. Let's say that this is actually a good game. Theory, I know. I'll see. But let's assume that this was a game created by someone only tangentially related to Sweet Baby Inc., based on a comic that was also, apparently at most, tangentially related to Sweet Baby Inc., and he had no real intentions of making a political product. Is it then alright and defendable for people like Grums here, for example, to leap onto the back of the game and celebrate its failure? Is it okay to go, well, you're connected to one of my enemies, therefore I am going to burn you to the ground as well? Yes. Yes. You know what? Absolutely yes. Here's the thing. when we get further down the line, once the right becomes the culturally dominant force, because we're not quite there yet, we're definitely in the ascension, but we've nowhere near arrived at the level of influence that the left has had for the last 10 odd years, then absolutely, as I've said previously, we do need to have a long look at our own behaviour, so that we do not turn into the enemy we've been fighting for the last 10 years. One of the frequent critiques levelled against the left is that it adopts the idea that there is no such thing as bad tactics, only bad targets. Well, that is a bad thing, one that we should be avoiding wherever possible. However, when you're fighting a war against somebody using a gun, bringing a club is a very, very poor idea. And posts like these, for example, well, it begins to interest me. Step 1. Don't follow or be associated with these disgusting people. So that's the beginning of the cancel culture left, saying, I am good, these people are bad. I don't need to tell you why, I don't need to prove it, I merely need to assert it, because I'm still kind of used to being in a position of cultural dominance. Play and enjoy video games only for great mechanics and story. You are not allowed to notice the things that we insert into them, like the aforementioned We Wish Vikings, or character design being oddly masculine, for example. Only focus on these things, and don't make your entire life and personality about politics. It's not political anymore. See, this wasn't political. It was just a developer making a video game, and you're being mean to them. Aren't you a horrible human being? No, because I don't really believe that he was just making a video game. I made this video a little while ago now. Everything is political. This was talking about Helldivers 2, as there were rumours going around at the time that Helldivers might be considering introducing things like pride capes, or some sort of effort to virtue signal to the progressive groups who were playing the game along with everybody else. This was at the height of Helldivers 2's popularity as a cultural phenomenon, before they managed to murder most of that by having, furry mods and weirdness in general, and nerfing weapons, and etc, etc. But yes, the assertion the left makes everything is political is correct in that it is a self-fulfilling prophecy. If you have one side of the political divide making everything political, then everything will be made political because there is no opposition to it. Helldivers 2 is the example, and I used 40k as well. The moment you allow one thing in, the moment you accept the framing more correctly that the left presents, which the left presents is, okay, you should add in the Pride Cape and Helldivers 2. Why? Well, because if you don't, you're a bad person. The moment you so much as engage with that, you are on their turf, because now you're arguing about whether or not this political thing is or is not good. You have made it political, whereas the only way to avoid making it political is to simply say, we're not having this discussion, go away. The moment you give an inch, you are already in their battleground. Which is why, as I asserted in this video, the only way to deal with it is to say, yeah, it's political, it's right wing, fuck off. We have none of your values here. In fact, we are actively opposed to them. And one of those values might very well be simple neutrality. Tyrannically enforced neutrality. No, we don't talk politics, we don't talk religion, shut up and GTFO. Simple as. At this point, that is a right-wing value. And as for the entire idea that we suddenly shouldn't make things political, oh boy. The Acolyte fulfills its promise of being the gayest Star Wars ever. Goodbye cartoon breasts, hello sweat stains, the feminist reinvention of Tomb Raider. Welcome to One on 40k's anti-fascist future. Rings of Power Season 2's most controversial canon change is also its best, making the orcs Californians. Or step aside Galadriel, what if the Rohirrim will be the feminist story the Lord of the Rings actually needs? This is a rather blatant attempt at simple gaslighting, and that is all it is. It is to say, wait, hold on there, you're using our tactics against us, and they're effective? I mean, shit, we've been using this stick to hit you over the head with for the last 10 years, but you can't take the stick and hit us back? What is this? This is unfair. No, it isn't. Turnabout is absolutely fair play. You can still critique the things, because yes, in a ideal world, I would like for somebody to make their video game and have it fail or succeed entirely on the merits of the video game, without any outside intervention whatsoever, and big Twitter accounts and YouTubers etc. going, "This game is woke, it's made by Sweet Baby Inc. etc." is absolutely outside intervention, sure. In an ideal world, I'd like to not see it. But we don't live in an ideal world. We live in the world that the left has created. And in the world that the left has created, it is absolutely beneficial on every single level to turn the names of individuals like Kim Belair and David Bedard into marks of the beast. As I've also argued previously, you need to make Sweet Baby Inc., and they have successfully been made into a mark of failure. Something which, if you associate with it, it will cause the destruction of the thing you have created. That is what we need to achieve, because that is what the left achieved. The left's cultural dominance was one of terror and assertions of continuous hard power over everybody they did not like. They would go to the company and say, "You should not work with this person because we have branded them with the mark of the beast." We are doing the same. There is nothing unfair or underhanded about it, nor is there anything dishonorable about it yet. Now again, when, and not if, when we arrive at the position of cultural dominance we are heading towards, we do indeed need to have a look at these tactics. Is it acceptable now? Yes. Will it be acceptable in 2 years? We'll have to wait and see. As at some point we are going to realize that we are going to need to recreate a position of enforced neutrality. Not a favoritism for the left or the right, but neutrality. As that is the growth bed of the best and the most games, when people from any walk of life, any political persuasion, can simply make a piece of entertainment and have it be just that. That is the ideal I want to see. And to achieve it, well, you gotta use the stick to begin with, at the very least. Anywho, do not be gaslit, do not be guilted for defending yourself, it has been a long time coming, and do not hesitate either to take a very long and sweet vengeance as well, for now, at least. Introspection can come later. Until next time, I've been Arch. Thank you all very much for listening, and I do hope to see you all again soon. Till then, have a good day.